Arsenal's €195 million double swoop. Yan Diomande and Bruno Guimarães transfer bombshell. Gunners, this could be one of the biggest transfer stories of the summer. Reports are linking Arsenal with an ambitious double move that could completely transform Mikel Arteta's squad ahead of the new season. The names? The highly rated young winger Yan Diomande and Newcastle United midfield superstar Bruno. If you love Arsenal as much as we do, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and let's dive straight into today's massive Arsenal news. Come on, you Gunners, if these deals were to happen, Arsenal would be making a statement to the rest of Europe. The combined value being discussed is around €195 million, underlining just how serious Arsenal are about building a squad capable of winning the Premier League and competing for the Champions League. Let's start with Bruno Guimaraes. For several transfer windows now, Bruno has consistently been linked with Arsenal. The Brazilian international has developed into one of the Premier League's most complete midfielders. His ability to control the tempo, win tackles, dictate possession and create chances makes him one of Europe's elite midfielders. Imagine a midfield featuring Martin Odegaard orchestrating attacks, Declan Rice providing defensive solidity, and Bruno Guimaraes adding creativity, energy and composure. On paper, that combination has everything needed to dominate matches against the biggest clubs in England and Europe. Bruno also brings leadership and experience. He has played at the highest level for Newcastle, represented Brazil on the international stage, and regularly performs in high-pressure matches. Those qualities are exactly what Arsenal need if they want to take the final step from title challengers to champions. Now let's turn our attention to Yan Diomande. The talented youngster has been attracting interest from several top European clubs thanks to his exciting performances and enormous potential. Arsenal's recruitment team has built a reputation for identifying young talent before they become global superstars, and Diamande appears to fit that strategy perfectly. He is quick, fearless, technically gifted, and loves taking defenders on in 1-versus-1 situations. His direct style of play is exactly the kind of attacking threat Arteta likes to have on the wings. Arsenal have already invested in several promising young players over recent seasons, but Diamande could represent another exciting addition, capable of developing into a world-class star. Supporters are already imagining what Arsenal's attack could look like if Diamande continues his development while playing alongside Bukayo Saka, Gabriel Martinelli, Kai Havertz and Martin Odegaard. The thought alone is enough to excite the Emirates faithful. But there are still important questions. Will Newcastle be willing to let Bruno Guimaraes leave? Can Arsenal agree on a fee that satisfies all parties? And will other European giants attempt to hijack either move before any agreement is finalised? These are the questions dominating today's transfer discussion. One thing is certain, Arsenal are acting like a club determined to compete with the very best. Every transfer window under Mikel Arteta has shown increasing ambition, and supporters expect more major signings before the window closes. If Arsenal were able to secure both Bruno Guimaraes and Yan Diomande, it would send a powerful message throughout European football that the Gunners are serious contenders for every trophy. So Gunners, here's today's question. Would you spend around €195 million to bring both Bruno Guimaraes and Yan Diomande to Arsenal? Or would you invest that money differently? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, because your opinions always make this community stronger. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Arsenal Daily Talk and turn on notifications so you never miss another Arsenal transfer update. Stay tuned for part 2, where we'll analyse how Bruno Guimaraes and Yan Diomande could fit tactically into Mikel Arteta's starting 11, the possible formation changes and why these reported moves could reshape Arsenal's ambitions for the new season. Arsenal's €195 million double swoop. Yan Diomande and Bruno Guimaraes. Transfer bombshell. Part 2. Welcome back, Gunners. This is Arsenal Daily Talk, your home for the latest Arsenal transfer news, breaking updates and everything happening around the Emirates. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and let's continue with today's huge Arsenal transfer story. Gunners, in part one, we discussed the reported interest surrounding Yan Diomande and Bruno Guimarães, two players who could represent a huge statement of ambition from Arsenal. But now let's look deeper, because signing big names is one thing, but making them fit into Mikel Arteta's tactical system is another challenge entirely. And this is where things become very interesting. How Bruno Guimarães could transform Arsenal's midfield. For years, Arsenal have been searching for that perfect balance in midfield. They have players who can defend, they have players who can create, they have players who can control possession. But Bruno Guimarães offers something unique, a combination of all those qualities. The Brazilian midfielder is not just a defensive player, he is not just a creative player. He is a complete midfielder, capable of influencing every phase of the game. Imagine Arsenal building from the back. William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes begin the attack. Then Bruno receives the ball under pressure, turns away from opponents and breaks through the midfield line. That ability to escape pressure could completely change the way Arsenal attack. Instead of opponents sitting comfortably against Arsenal's possession style, Bruno's movement and passing could create new attacking opportunities. The dream midfield partnership. Many Arsenal supporters have already imagined a midfield trio featuring Declan Rice, Bruno Guimaraes, Martin Ødegaard. This combination would provide almost everything a modern elite team needs. Rice gives Arsenal physical power, defensive protection, and incredible energy. Bruno brings aggression, technical quality, and control. Ødegaard provides creativity, vision, and final third magic. Against deep defensive teams, Bruno's ability to progress the ball could become extremely valuable. Against stronger European opponents, his experience and competitiveness could help Arsenal control difficult matches. This is why a player like Bruno is considered the type of signing that could push Arsenal closer to winning major trophies. Now let's talk about Yan Diomande. While Bruno represents experience and immediate impact, Yan Diomande represents the future. Arsenal have been following a clear recruitment model under Mikel Arteta and sporting director decisions, signing players with huge potential who can improve over time. Diamande fits perfectly into that vision. He is the type of exciting attacking talent that can bring unpredictability. Modern football is often decided by moments of individual brilliance. A winger who can beat defenders, create chances, and change a match in seconds is incredibly valuable. And that is exactly why Arsenal are interested in adding more attacking weapons. Where could Diamande play? One of the biggest questions is how Arsenal would use him. Would he compete directly with Bukayo Saka? Would he play on the left wing? Could Arteta use him as an attacking midfielder or inside forward? The answer could depend on his development. Arteta has shown before that he likes flexible attackers. Players who can move between positions, combine with teammates and create spaces are extremely important in his system. A player like Diamande could give Arsenal more options during matches. Imagine Arsenal chasing a goal. A fresh Diamande enters the pitch against tired defenders. His speed, confidence and direct running could completely change the momentum. Why a €195 million investment would send a message. A double deal worth around €195 million would not simply be about adding players. It would be a declaration. It would tell Manchester City, Liverpool, Chelsea and Europe's biggest clubs, Arsenal are no longer just rebuilding. Arsenal are ready to compete at the highest level. The club has spent recent seasons creating a strong foundation, a world-class defence, an elite goalkeeper, a talented midfield, a dangerous attack. Now the final step is adding more quality and depth. And these two names represent exactly that ambition. But there are still obstacles before Arsenal fans start celebrating. There are major challenges. Transfer negotiations are complicated. Player valuations are high. competition from other clubs can appear at any moment. For Bruno Guimarães, Newcastle's position will be crucial. They would not want to lose one of their most important players without receiving a massive offer. For Diamande, Arsenal may face competition from clubs across Europe who also recognise his potential. The summer transfer window can change quickly. A deal that looks possible today can disappear tomorrow. Gunners, the excitement is growing. A midfield leader like Bruno Guimaraes combined with a rising star like Yan Diomande could create a new era at Arsenal. But the biggest question remains, are these the final pieces needed for Arsenal to finally lift the Premier League trophy again? In part 3, we will discuss the financial side of this reported €195 million double move, Arsenal's possible lineup with both players, and how this could change the Premier League title race. Don't forget to subscribe to Arsenal Daily Talk for more Arsenal transfer updates. Come on, you Gunners!